Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Beauty Designs. If you are looking forward on how to cut and sew this Ankara short gown mixed with asoke, you are in the right place. Make sure you stay tuned, watch this video to the end and learn something new. Let's get started. So for the cutting of this dress, we'll be needing our material, our measurements, the asoke and a tussle, because this tussle I'll be putting it on the down of the dress. So this is the measurement that I wrote out on the screen. Just follow the guidelines. So this is my tussle. I'll be adding it at the down of my gown. I have about 6 pieces there. Then I have my asoke. This is a yard of asoke, and I have my Ankara material. I'll be using 2 yards of this Ankara material to cut this dress. So all you need to do is to fold your material into 2, and after then you fold it again, which is 4, so that by the end of the day you'll be having a 2 material. You see, I just opened it up for you to see. So the next thing we have to do is to measure out our sleeve and our length. So for the length of this gown, I'll be using 40 inches. So I'll just cut out the length and cut out the remaining one as you see me do on the screen. So afterwards, I will just have to turn it like so, because I'll be using the part I already cut out as my starting line. So after then, you measure your shoulder divided by 2, and my shoulder divided by 2 is 15. Then I marked 3 inches for the shoulder wideness. After then, I came down by 1 inch and connected to the shoulder wideness, just like so. So afterwards, the next thing is to measure the sleeve length for this dress. So I will be using 8 inches for the sleeve length. Then afterwards, I'll measure the round sleeve. I'll be using 10 inches because I don't want it to be tight. So I'll be using 10 inches. So after then, we'll measure your bust. Measure your bust divided by 4 and add your allowance. I'll be adding just 2 inches allowance. You can use 3, you can use 4, depending on how free you want your dress to be, but I don't want mine to be too free, so I'll be using just 2 inches. Afterwards, you just connect down that your 8 inches, connect it down like so. So after then, the next thing you have to do is to measure your waist. I've measured my bust. The next thing is to measure your waist divided by 4 and add your allowance. I'll be adding 2 inches allowance as well. So after that, you measure your hip divided by 4. So my hip divided by 4, I chalked it down, and I'll be adding 2 inches allowance for sewing allowance. So I'll just add it 2 inches like so. So for the down part of this gown, I'll be using 15 inches because I don't want it to be too free. So you can use 13, you can use 14, depending on how you want your gown to be wide. So I'll be using 15 inches. So I've chalked down my 15 inches. The next thing is to connect from that 15 inches. If you have your ruler, you can use it, but I'll just use my freehand sketch. You will connect from that 15 inches you chalked down, connect it to your hip. I just connected it to my hip. And the next thing is to connect to your waist. This is the second one, your waist, and from your waist to your bust. And that's all for the measurements. We've gotten what we need. We've achieved our first cutting. So after this, the next thing you just have to do is to start your cutting. Start from your neckline, just cut it out using the 1 inch you already drafted it, just like so. Connect it. Then the next part is you start from the down part, whichever way you want to start, but I prefer starting from the down. So you just start from the down part and trim out the excess parts of your already measured material. So just trim it out like so. Go ahead and trim out the other side. So we are done for cutting out the clothes. So we have 2 pieces, as you see. So just bring out one. So I brought out one from the inside. That one will be serving as the back, but this one will be serving as the front. So the next thing is to measure your shoulder slope. I'll be using 1 inch for this shoulder slope. So I'll just connect from the shoulder down to that place I measured 1 inch. This is for our shoulder slope. Then cut it out. Just cut out the already measured parts. So for the opening, I'll be using v-neck. For this dress is v-neck, so I will just use 8 inches for the length. Then I'll go out by 1 inch from the neck wideness and connect it from that 1 inch I already went out from to the 8 inches length. So just connect it like so using your ruler, so you can make sure it's very straight. This is the v-neck, no be round neck. So just go ahead and trace out the already measured parts. After tracing it, I'll just open it up for you guys to see what I have. You see my v neck, how pointy and how straight it is. So the next one is for the back. You should also come do your shoulder slope. I came down by 1 inch, connect it from the neck wideness to that 1 inch I already measured down. Just connect it and trim out the remaining excess parts, just like so. So if you know you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so, so you get notified whenever I drop a new tutorial. So afterwards, you'll be coming down by half an inch, because we already gone down by 1 inch before. So just use half an inch, making it 1.5. You mind you, your back should not always come down, depending on how you want to do, but for this dress it's not really going to come down. So the next thing we have to do is to cut out our facing. Just place the back of your material on the 2-folded material and cut it out. So after cutting it out, you see what I have there. Just place it, pin it all through, because you just need to pin it front facing front, just as you see me do. Yeah, just like so. Then you take it to your sewing machine and sew, tracing out the round neck, just like so. So we are done cutting it out. So the next thing is to join our asoke to the front of our material. So I just measured it out. You see what I have is 36 inches, which is 1 yard. So I'll just divide it into 2, which is I'm having 18 inches, which is half a yard. So I'll just place the 2 asoke like so. Then I will trace out the center of my V pointing. So just trace out your material like so. Trace the asoke. Yeah, you see what I'm doing on the screen. Just trace it out. Use your pin. So I'm gonna have to sew it on my sewing machine. And the next thing is to trace trim out the excess parts. After trimming it out, remove your pin and open it up just like so. You see what we have. We have the V pointed that we need. So just go ahead and pin it down all through. Just pin it down and take it to your sewing machine and sew it using at least half an inch to sew from the V point here. Just sew, match thread on top of the asoke, so that you just, so guys, just take this material to your sewing machine and sew it on top of that V line. So I've gone ahead to do the facing for the back, and this is for the front as well. I'm through with the sewing. I've sewed the asoke on top of the ankara, so you can see what I have there. So after then, the next thing is to join our shoulders. So you bring the back of your gown. You see what I'm doing? Just flip it like so. Just turn the facing that you already had, turn it like this, and use your pin to hold it. Just make sure you are aligning it together, so that when you take it to your sewing machine, you can sew all of them. So just turn it like so. This is the perfect way to join your shoulders. I know most of you know what I'm talking about, but I know some beginners don't know what I'm talking about. Just this is the best way to join your shoulders. So just pin it like so. After then, take it to your sewing machine and sew it using at least half an inch. So after pinning it, just sew it. You see how I'm trying to direct you? Just sew it. So I'm done sewing it, and this is what I have. You see how neat it is? You just need to go ahead and use your hem stain to hold the back, or you can use your thread for your hemming. So the next thing we have to do now is for our shaping. Before you go ahead to shape, just pin your gown like so. I don't know for most of you, but I like pinning my dresses, so that once I start sewing, there will be no need for me to start dressing it on the machine or whatsoever. So just pin the 2 sides of your dress like so. So after pinning, all we need to do is to shape our dress. This dress is almost coming to an end. We're almost fulfilling our dress. So for this dress measurement, you see I don't have much allowance. I just checked it. I don't have much allowance, so I'll be using 2 inches all through for both sides. you see what I'm doing. I'll be using 2 inches for both sides. So I will measure my round sleeve. I'll be using, I just chalked that 16 inches because there will be pockets on this dress. After the 16 inches, I chalked down 6 inches as well. So from that 6 inches, that is where I'll be doing my measurement. So for the down, I'll be using 3 inches, and for the other side, I'll be using 2 inches. So just do the same for the other side. But for my round sleeve, I'll be using 9 inches. So from that 9 inches, I'll just connect it around the round sleeve like this. So just go ahead and do your own measurement. This is very simple, and it's actually beginners friendly if you are new in this fashion industry. This my channel is really going to help you a lot to boost your sewing skills and sewing techniques. So just go ahead and measure your pockets, where your pockets will be. Measure from shoulder to 16 inches. Then from that 16 inches, you still measure 6 inches as well. That is where you'll be applying your pocket. So after then, use your 2 inches to shape down or through. So I've gone ahead to shape my dress. You see the pockets I left, and I've also gone ahead to fold the down of this my gown using 2 inches. So this is what I have. Our dress is almost ready. So the next thing we have to do now is to connect our pockets. So you know, as you always do, you will bring your pockets front facing front of your material while your dress is being at the wrong part, which is the back. So you just pin your pocket like so. Just pin it like so. After pinning it, you turn to the other side and pin it as well. Then you take it to your sewing machine and sew that part that you already pinned. After then, you sew the remaining parts. You see, I'm trying to show you on the screen. This is a very simple way on how to put your pocket. So guys, if you know you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so too, so that you can get notified whenever I drop a new tutorial. Make sure you like, share and comment if this video was helpful, so that other people can get it as well and gain some knowledge just as you already did. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube at Beauty Design. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. So after pinning it, just go ahead and sew it. So after sewing it, this is what we have. You see how neat our dress is. Our dress is ready to wear. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.